Hello guys, this is episode 2 of Entrepreneurship Talk with me. And on the second episode, we are going to be talking about how to start, where to start. Let's say you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to start a small business of your own at home, whether it's part-time, whether it's full-time, because the reality that's there right now in this moment is some people are starting small businesses because they want to add to their income. Maybe their main source of income, their main job is not just sustaining them enough. And maybe for some people, you want to do it full time. It's going to be your source of livelihood. That will be like your main job. So where to start? For me, it was my first venture was exploring something that I was very passionate about, that I was already passionate about. As I said in my previous video, I'm someone who's very passionate about dressing up. I looking good, looking nice, having like a dope outfit, whether it's laid back, whether it's formal, whether it's what. I'm someone who's very passionate about fashion, about dressing up, all of those things. And so I really find joy when I am dressing up myself, and I've also really found joy when I'm dressing up my clients as well. Whenever a client of mine sends me a picture of them wearing something that they got from Sleek Diva Couture's, wearing an outfit that I styled them for an event or a specific occasion, I really feel this joy that's really unexplainable. So for me, it was exploring something that I was already familiar with and very passionate about, and I just love seeing how it boosts a woman's confidence. Wearing a very, 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 very nice outfit that suits them, and how it really boosts someone's confidence. It really, really, really is something I'm passionate about. And that's for me. I know other people go for things that, like, they pursue an idea that they are not familiar with at first, but then they do a research on it, and then they like educate themselves, and then they see how they're gonna turn the idea into a business. And other people, maybe it's something related to their job, and then they like use their expertise in their job to create a small business of their own. So if you are thinking about starting a small business of your own, look into things that you're probably passionate about. That could be your source of ideas. You could end up exploring something that you actually passionate about as a small business, or it could actually not even something that you're familiar with. Just look for ideas online. Social media also plays a very, 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 very big role into suggesting ideas for you. Like I did say in my first video, in my first episode, my second business venture, it was based on something that I wasn't familiar with, but because I was exploring and looking for a new business idea, I then stumbled upon candy stores on Instagram, and I was like, this is something that's fascinating me. Okay, let me look into it, how you do it. Where can you find suppliers? What packaging can I use? What is it that attracts customers when it comes to this, since it's something that I'm not familiar with? And like the clothing store, I was I was going after people who are like me. So it was much more easier when I was trying to find um, my niche market, because already it was something that I was very familiar with. And yeah, for my second venture, it was something that I wasn't familiar with, and I had to like educate myself about how it works and all of those things. And so that could be like your source of ideas, something that you're passionate about, something that you're familiar with, something maybe related to the job, to your job title. If you're an engineer, you can start on consulting firm for engineers, or those sort of things. It can be something that's related to your formal job. It can be something that you don't even know exists, and then you just do research of ideas you can pursue, and then you stumble upon. So yeah, that's where you can start from. And I also think that once you have found something that you are really, that you've set your mind to, okay, this is what I'm going to do, you need to educate yourself about the business that you're going into. Do your research, see how other people are doing it. If you're those would be your competitors, not only for myself, in my experience, not only do I take other online clothing boutiques or candy stores as competitors, but I also find lessons and educational pointers from other people who are doing the same things as me as well. I really don't always look at it as, oh, they're my competition, it's scramble and partition for customers, but I look at it as where I can get lessons from, in terms of other things that I can do to improve my business. So I think it's very important that once you have set your mind to what you're going to explore as a business, before you start, look into other people who are doing the same thing as well, and draw lessons from them. Take pointers from different people who are doing the same thing, and try and bring them together, so that you can now employ that into your own business, and that way do way better. And yes, so you need to find, if you're looking for ideas, explore into something that you're either passionate about, something that you're already familiar with, or look for something that you haven't even thought about before. And number two, I think it's very, like I said, it's very, very important to do your own research into looking into other people who are already doing what you want to do as well, and look, and then now see how that can help you with your own business idea. And number three, I think it's very important to come up with your own business plan. I think one thing that you learn to realize as an entrepreneur is that if there's anyone who needs to know the ins and outs of how your business operates, what gets to your customers, what works for your customers, what would work best in any situation, it's you, the owner of the business. And especially because with small businesses, when you're starting off, you don't really have a lot of capital or a lot of funds to hire other people to help you out and do help you out with your business. It's really, really important that you come up with a business plan yourself that works for you and that will really work well for your business. I remember this at the time. There's a close relative of mine who approached me and told me that she wanted to also start a clothing store. And I was just asking her like questions that really like summarize your business plan as a whole. Like, where are you gonna get, which niche market do you wanna supply clothes to? Are you going to be a retailer? Are you going to make the clothes from scratch? Which niche market do you wanna explore in terms of your clothing store? Where are you, if you're going to do retail, where are you going to get your supplies? Have you establish a relationship with your suppliers? How are you going to transport your goods from your suppliers to you? Are you going to do online or a physical store? And have you thought of a way how you're going to market your clothing store? And I was asking her all of those questions because those are the important questions that like summarize up your business plan. And I noticed that she hadn't like figured most of those things out on her own, and she wanted me to help her. And the advice that I gave her is the same advice that I'm going to share here to people who want to start a business. Yes, like other people can help you, but I think it's very, very important when it comes to your business plan, how your business is going to work, for you to come up with those things. Because I think it will give you an advantage if you're the one who knows the ins and outs of how your business work, other than relying on someone to figure that out for you. Like, where am I going to get my supplies? Like, do your research. Yes, you can ask people, okay, where do you get your suppliers? Can I link up with your suppliers? Yes, that can happen, but you can't then now say I don't even know, like, I don't know how to explain this, but if you wanna thrive as a business owner, if you wanna be able to establish a successful business, try and figure out the business plan on your own. Don't rely on other people to give you information that's the foundation of your business, because you never know the intentions of other people. Other people can give you the wrong information because they know you're going to be their competition, or they don't like the progress that you're making. So when it comes to things that are very important to the foundation of your business, try in as much to establish them by yourself. Yes, you can ask help here and there, but don't let the help that you're asking as you're coming up with the foundation of your business be like too much help from other people. Other things, try to figure them out on your own without having to ask other people. That way you will know the ins and outs of your business, and that way the foundation of your business will be really, really strong, and you have an advantage throughout. You will never go wrong. That's a guarantee. And so when it comes to a business plan, I just think that the things that are basic, like the foundation, you need to figure them out before you start, before you start your business. Yes, other things, like for myself, I didn't have a 100% figured out business plan when I started my online boutique. I still remember that my first shipment, it was a learning experience for me, because the people that I wanted, that I was in my head in terms of shipment from SA to Zim, I had it all figured out. Like, I was just like, I will see it and whatnot. Yes, of course, because I wasn't very, very sure of how it would work when it comes to the shipment, I was just like, I'll see it when the time comes. And when the time came, I saw it. I did see it. It was really something that was like a learning cave. It was like, oh, this is how it works. Oh, okay, this is how I need to go about it, right? So I've learned that when it comes to your business plan, yes, the main very important elements for your foundation, yes, you need to figure them out. But some other things, they can be like you can learn as you go, as you start implementing your business idea into an actual thing. Some other things you learn as you go. For me, when, like I said, when it came to shipping my clothes from SA to Zim, I hadn't figured that part out fully when I started. But as time progressed, I found myself finding my balance when it comes to shipment. It's something that I didn't really figure out at first, but then as time progressed, I figured out how to go about it, how I would do it faster, how I'll do it cheaper. And as time went on, I moved from doing 2 shipments a month to having a shipment going to Zim every single week. So for your business plan, know some things you're gonna figure out as you go, especially if it's still small scale. And yeah, don't pressurize yourself. Some things you figure out as you go. For me, it was shipment that I really struggled with at the beginning, and also especially because it was just right after lockdown restrictions were being eased out. It was really hard. Things were still slow also, so it took time to get to a place where the shipment were going on smoothly. And so yeah, also one thing that I would want to highlight when it comes to starting is if you have the funds, if your budget allows, okay, let's start with capital. When it comes to capital, I feel like depending on the amount of that's one thing that will also affect the kind of business idea that you go for. You like, if you have a lot of capital, do not on the onset, when your business starts, do not be stingy about investing in things like proper packaging. If whatever products that you're offering require proper packaging, do not be stingy in investing in proper packaging as you start. It should be something that you think about as you're starting, as you bring the whole idea together. Where am I gonna get my packaging? If your packaging is gonna align with your product, if it's all gonna blend well, think of those things. Don't be stingy about packaging. If you have the funds to do packaging, invest in it. It's one of the things that you will discover that it actually plays a part in attracting clients and selling your products. So if you are thinking of going for an online boutique, if you can afford to invest in packaging, please do. When I started, I didn't have packaging, and I realized that it would put my clients off. And I then, saw that and started investing in packaging. It doesn't have to be fancy. I still don't use very, very fancy packaging. Other people have a very fancy packaging. And I think it also now depends on the type of products that you're offering. the price range of your products. That will also really affect the type of packaging that you can afford. But invest in some type of packaging, even if it's plastic packaging that's branded. Invest in that. Do not also think about it as you are trying to come up with your whole business idea, the things that you will need to kickstart your business. Think about packaging. Do not hesitate to invest in your packaging. And I also think one of the things that I've learned to discover as you're starting your business is if you require to take pictures of your products, do not hesitate to invest in maybe a photo shoot that will take good quality pictures of your products that you're gonna post on your social media platforms, on your website. If you can afford, if your budget allows, invest in that. I can testify that that really worked for me when we then started the candy store. Our very first products that we were offering on the candy store, we did a proper photo shoot so that we could take pictures of our candy products, and that really played a major role in us attracting clients when we started out. It took us just roughly like a month to start seeing like proper sales because of the proper photos of our candy packages that we had. So as you're starting out your business, your small business, if you have funds to invest in packaging, do it from the start. If you have enough funds to invest in a photo shoot, do it from the start to showcase your products. And I have seen that it works really well in terms of attracting clients. Those two things, please, if you are thinking about starting a business, also add it into your budget if your budget will allow. And I think that's basically it that I would like to share on the first episode. I would just like to say, as you're starting out your small business, as you start exploring it, I just want to say, be patient. All good things take time. You need to be patient. I think one of the major thing I would like to highlight that I see is like a misconception is that when you start a business, it's gonna start paying you today. It's gonna start paying you today. I think that's a very big misconception that people have. You will see that people who thrive when it comes to businesses is people who are patient. Do not hesitate to invest. Once you see yourself getting profits, do not hesitate to take those profits and invest in making your business more attractive. For example, some people, when you start off, you might not have enough capital to invest in packaging or start off with photo shoots. Like in my case, when I started the online clothing store, like I said, I didn't have packaging. But now, as I discovered, that is one of the things that attract clients. I didn't hesitate to then say, okay, I'm taking the profits that I've made this month and invest in proper packaging. So do not hesitate. Once you start, if there were other things that you couldn't afford to like start with, as soon as your business starts doing well, please invest in those other things that will ultimately drive your sales and attract more customers to you. Ultimately, what you want is, in the end, for you to attract more customers that will become your returning customers, and therefore you'll be guaranteed that in the long run your business is going to thrive and is going to bring profit to you. So basically, in the first episode, that's it. And if you have family members, in terms of capital, I'll say in terms of capital, when I started, I didn't have capital. I actually had family members who contributed towards my starting capital, which I'm very grateful for, because I really started with little and I had to work with the little that I had to grow my business. And with that same little that I got from the start, that's how I even was able to start my second business venture. So you need to be patient. Don't be discouraged if you have little. You can start a business that will grow from 0 to 100% profit with just little capital. So if you have little capital, build your capital slowly. You can start with little capital. I know there are people who say, what can I do with as little as 1,000 rands, or what can I do with as little as 100 US dollars? Guys, you can literally start a business with that $100 and slowly build your capital and slowly build your business with that little. So that's all from the first episode. Yes, I see you in the next episode. I hope this episode was informative, and I hope it encourages someone, and I hope it just motivates someone. If you were thinking about starting a small business and you haven't, it's time to start. For those that have questions, those have that comments, those who have would like to get more information, do not hesitate to comment, to send me a Instagram DM. I'm gonna highlight, I'm gonna put my link in the description box when it comes to my Instagram, and I'm also going to put my links to my business pages in my description. Go like, go follow my businesses, and yeah, we'll see each other in the next episode when I share another batch of information when it comes to small businesses. Bye.